Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the Modicon EdgeIO training. I'm your host, Leandro Mada, and in this video what we're going to see is how we can integrate the Modicon EdgeIO into the Modicon M172 over Modbus TCP. So let's go to the software. Let's see which one. So this is the Modicon Modicon Machine Expert HBAC. What I'm going to do now, okay, is to open the Modicon EdgeIO Configurator in order to connect to the actual unit that I have here with me. Okay, it's that one. Just adjust this a little bit. Okay, that one is the beast that I have with me. Okay, good. So what I'm going to do is to connect to this device. It's going to be 192.168.1.12. I have already changed the IP address. Security admin, which is the default, and then I already changed this to administrator 1. So I have already explained in other videos how to make the whole configuration, how to change the IP address and everything, and how to make the download. Okay, so now I'm going to connect directly to the device and see which is the actual configuration. I'm going to be online. Okay, and I have these two modules. Okay, I know that I have the whole range, but I'm not going to use it, just the first ones. If you go to diagnostics, you can see that this one is not configured properly. No configure, no configure, no configure. Okay, which is in this particular case is good because I just want to use the digital IOs. Now, what are the things that we need to configure on the Modicon EdgeIO in order for the Modicon M172 to see it? Okay, so let's be offline. The first thing is to configure all the different modules that you're going to use. Then on the NIM, which is need to configure the IP address, we need to enable this, the Modbus TCP, in order to have the communication with Modbus TCP. And then we need to double check this, which are the addresses, okay, which are the address of the that we need to read from the Modbus, from the M172 into the Modicon EdgeIO. Okay, so readings and outputs going to be here. This is the size that you can see over here. Okay, this will depend on the modules that you add. Then there is another parameter that we need to double check, which is on island setup, network interface, and it's this one, Modbus TCP server. This one needs to be enabled. By default is disabled, so you just need to go to edit settings and move this to this part in order to have it. Okay, and then be online. Probably will ask you if you want to download, just build configurations and download, and that should be it. Okay, that's what you need to do on the Modicon EdgeIO. I want to put here again so we remember this part. Now, on the HBAC software, so I'm going to define this as, let me see the name. It's going to be it's going to be M9.2, the name of project. I'm going to use this one. So I need to define on the BIOS parameter the IP address I'm going to use. Here's 192.168.1.172. This is the IP address of the device. 192, default gateway 192.168.1.1 is my router. 255.255.255.0. Okay, and here I'm going to use port 2180 and 502 in order to make the programming, and that's the configuration that I need. Now, what we need is to define the variables that we're going to read over here on the status. So I'm going to start W EdgeIO MW0 .3, and then you're going to create another one, which is 5391, if I'm not wrong. Let's open the Modicon EdgeIO. 5391. Good. And then here is going to be 7. Okay, we go back here, it says size 7 and size 3 for writing. Now that we have this, then you can play with this with later. We just need to go to Ethernet, client for server, and here we just need to add generate device, select, we can change the name here, my EdgeIO, IP address 192.168.1.12, which is the one that I entered before, here 255, okay, and now we just need to add the registers. So if you take a look over here, there is no 23, so we need to separate this in two. So we need to read, holding register function 3, read, and the writing multiple. So this one's going to be reading. You can click again, read function 03, and this one's going to be write function 16. Start address is going to be from 1 to this, so we need to add 1 to the position, okay, for writing. Polling time going to, I don't know, every 300 milliseconds, not on variation. For reading, it's going to be the 5391, so 5391, but we need to add 1 because it starts in 0, in 1, it's base 1, so it's going to be 5392. We're going to read this by 300 milliseconds. Now that we have this, on the holding register part, multiple registers, we just need to add and then assign. Okay, need to compile this first. Okay, you probably have this message invalid address modulus message, okay, because I have registered but I haven't assigned anything yet. Assign, here we have our variables for writing, okay, the same for reading. Assign, 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 assigned, unassigned. Okay, probably here what we need to do is to specify words, because these one are the words, not reading words. This one is going to be unsigned 16. Unsigned 16. Okay, good. So we have already accomplished this part, which is the configuration. Just delete something. So now that we have this, we just have the possibility to connect to a device, to the M172. So I'm going to connect. First, I need to set up communication, Modbus TCP, activate 192.168 and 1.172. Okay, connect, and then going to make a full download. So all the hardware configuration is download to the device, and then we can play with it. So I'm going to make the full case again. There we go. Hopefully when it finishes, okay, delete the modify. Okay, I changed the things because they're word now. Should have done this before. Otherwise, you get all this message. That happens when you want to do it fast. This part doesn't work. That's not. Yeah. Signboard. There we go. Compile. No message error now. Download old. And now it should work. Download in progress. So remember to define the values for the Modbus TCP IO scanner as word. Or once you define it, once you define, then don't change it. Okay. Okay, just wait for it to finish. Okay. So I'm going to the programming. It's booting. Correct. Let's see. Okay, let's try it again. There we go. Connected. Source okay. So I'm going to add into the watch these variables over here. So I'm going to add this one, this one, this one, this one. You can see that I'm reading something over there. I read the registers. I'm reading something, okay? So this is what I'm reading from this, the inputs and the output. So if you take a look over here, there are a few LEDs turned on. They are the one that came from this one. If you probably see, there are some LEDs working. So if we go now into here, see they are changing. So if I change the format to binary, there. This one, I don't like so much. You can see the change, the format, and the value. It changed, okay? You can see also the visualization. Now, for the output, is this one, so I should be able to change this part, the lower byte. So it's going to be on this one, 1, 2, 3. Any of these ones. So I'm going to just press F, and you should be able to see some LEDs over there. They're going to turn on. And they're probably here too. So F. Yes, it's annoying. I know. There we go. So you can see here you can play with it and make it work. Okay. So there is no direct integration of DTN, I believe, for the moment on the M172 on the HVAC software. I don't know if it's gonna be, but this is how you can make integration. Here you can read the variables, and then if you want, you can access, define word as a bit, or make all the different conversions to make it work and play with it. But in case you want different IOs and not using the kind of expansion, you can use always the TN3 bus coupler, or you can use the Modicon EdgeIO with the M172. As you saw, it's quite simple once you know the addresses. It's very straightforward. And then you just need to separate and define which are the bytes and what is relevant for each kind of model that you add into the system. So this is how you can add, or how you can integrate the Modicon M172 with the Modicon EdgeIO. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you in the next one.